Hello, friends. It's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Tuesday, May 26th at 5 p.m. It is pouring here again, and there's a lot of lightning and thunder, so let's hope we keep a good connection, and all is good for the few minutes. My color is going in and out, all kinds of weird colors, so if you're seeing that too, let me know. Okay, so I can't believe this weekend flew by, but it rained here the entire weekend. So I hope Memorial Day weekend was nicer where you are. So Thursday I talked about some of the concerns related to wearing face masks all the time, or even just too much, right? Or when not needed. So another thing I see all the time is the use of surgical gloves, latex or non-latex. Again, I see people wearing them when they're driving, when they're exercising, and when they're shopping. So let's discuss this a little bit because there are a lot of issues that come into play here. So do they actually protect you, first of all, is one. Could you be spreading more germs by wearing them? Okay, and do they pose a health threat to you by wearing them at all? So the National Health Service in England, as well as the World Health Organization, have not recommended gloves, and some have actually gone on to say that the use of gloves is not recommended for the general public. The primary means of protection remains social distancing and proper hand hygiene. Hand washing or hand sanitizer when you can't get to washing your hands right away. In the community, if someone is wearing gloves to prepare food or in a retail environment, or if they are wearing them for more than one contact, it really doesn't protect you or them. If they touched anything contaminated, so let's say they're cooking and they started preparing you food and it was raw meat, and then they kept the same gloves on, and then somebody cooked the meat, and then they handled your food that with the same contaminated raw meat gloves, now you have all that same contamination on your food or on your plate or on the container, wherever it is. Clearly, the whole purpose is to protect you. So that means anytime you come in contact with something contaminated, you should dispose of them. That's not happening. Okay, so like I said, they deliver you cooked food with the same gloves and there's no protection. So failing to change gloves when needed is no different from failing to wash your hands. If you touch something infected or contaminated with coronavirus, for example, and then you touch your face with your contaminated gloves, the gloves don't protect you. The virus is on your gloves. Now, understand you do not get contaminated, or you do not contract coronavirus through your skin on your hands. It's on your face, through the mucous membranes, your eyes, your nose, your mouth. That's how it's getting into your body. So if you're washing your gloved hands, I guess more power to you. But shy of that, the gloves aren't doing you any good. Okay, so if you wear the gloves and you go to the supermarket, okay, and then you go to Target, and then you go here, there, and all the other places, and you're touching surfaces, and then you are maybe you're touching your face or your purse or your phone, or then you're going into your car and you're putting your gloved hands on your steering wheel, and then you're going to the next store. You're basically bringing all the germs from one place to another. Separate from just coronavirus, any germs. Okay, so you're spreading germs all over town by wearing your gloves. You are better off keeping your gloves off, using hand sanitizer, and washing your hands as often as you can. Now, what about the risk to wearing gloves for lengths of time? Now, for some, that means basically hours. I mean, I used to wear surgical gloves in the operating room for hours, and your hands feel disgusting afterwards. Okay, it's not pleasant at all. So your hands actually sweat. Okay, I mean, even not in South Florida, just by being enclosed in that rubber-ish material, your hands will begin to sweat. And if you're wearing them to exercise outside in South Florida, Good luck with that. Your hands are sweating disgusting amounts. Now, when skin is exposed to sweat for long periods of time, it weakens your skin and it becomes more vulnerable. So you can develop irritations and even cracks in your skin, which make you more likely to create a perfect breeding ground for bacteria, fungus, viruses, etc. Germs love moist environments and they love cracked skin. They will enter your body through that. I'm not saying coronavirus specifically, I'm just talking in general. Fungus is a huge one. Okay, for all of you ladies who have fake nails and you're wearing gloves and you're sweating in your gloves, you're going to end up with fungal infections under your nails. Just saying. As moisture stays on the skin, your natural lipid barriers, the fat that you have on your skin, is stripped away, making your first layer of defense against germs weak. So changing from sweaty gloves to dry air and then putting new gloves back on doesn't improve the situation much either and can result in chronic contact dermatitis, one of the most common occupational hazards. So this doesn't even include the discussion of sensitivity and allergy or how to properly remove your gloves. So by sensitivity and allergy, I mean latex. Okay, for people who have latex allergies or might develop them. And then proper disposal of your gloves. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. So if I've offended anybody, I apologize. But I'm just putting it out there, letting you know, no judgment, your decision, but here are the facts. So share this with a friend, tag a friend, whatever you want to do. Get the information out there and have them follow along tomorrow, because I'm going to finish this discussion about gloves then. So I hope it's nice where you are, because like I said, it is pouring right here. So on that note, I hope you guys are enjoying your day. I'll see you again tomorrow for another Live in 5.